Good morning. It's Friday, May 7th, 2020. My name is Terry Morgan, and we are here to practice Wudang Qigong. I have a little bit of an announcement before we get started. I have managed to get a few things that weren't working. Yay! And I'm also going to be making some changes in the way that I present this Qigong class, which is exactly what I've been doing. So we have one group of folks who would like to learn, and I would like to teach. This is good. We have another group of folks who are interested maybe in a morning practice, which is what I have structured, what I said this is. So how do I combine that? How do we develop that into something that everybody can enjoy and does not have too many prerequisites? I talked about this a little bit yesterday. In order to practice properly, you need to understand the breath pattern, you need to understand the qi flow, you need to understand a little bit traditional Chinese medicine so that you can address the flow of qi through the particular channels. The Dantian areas, all of these things are important for Qigong practice. But if I stop and cover them every time, and we don't really practice so much. So after today, I'm going to focus each day on a particular group of exercises. So for example, yesterday I did the first 4 of our Qigong set, and we're going to work on those again today. And starting next week, I'll have on Thursday will be the first 4, and on Friday we'll do the second 4. That way we can build up some repetitions and we can practice, and I can also structure that so it will be easier for people who want to join but haven't practiced yet, haven't learned yet, but they want to join. I want them, welcome, come, please, come. Need to give you an opportunity to be able to learn so you can practice with, right? All right, so I need to structure that a little bit differently than what I have so far. I got a pretty good idea what I'm going to do. So I think everybody's going to like it. Goes back to some of my earlier teaching days. So I tend to be a little bit more unstructured for the most part, working with a person as they progress. This goes back to some of the time when I was teaching group class and I needed to come in with the plan. So I'm here with the plan. Let's practice. I'm going to put my coffee down. All right. So, just a little personal professional note. Besides the new format that I'm going to start next week, if you were watching yesterday, you saw me talking about the lighting problem. I got it fixed. I got new lights. I also spent most of yesterday doing some housekeeping and house cleaning, literally. And I'm very happy with the results. And it's more than that for me. When I talk about house cleaning, there's sometimes when it's literal. I'm really cleaning, I'm getting a vacuum cleaner, I'm getting cleaning the carpet, I'm literally cleaning. There's other times when house cleaning and housekeeping is more about organizing things, getting rid of things that are not necessary, and generally getting a new approach, getting a new appearance to things. Same as you go out and buy a new suit, you buy some new clothes, you look nice, you're happy with that. Okay, I did the room yesterday. It looks nice, I'm happy with it, and it gave me the impetus. You get stationary, right? And you need to move a little bit, and you need to move a little. Sometimes it's hard to move, and sometimes you need a little push. All right, it gave me the push. I did a couple little tiny things, and oh my gosh, now I need to do these other things. Got it all done. And the result is that I've not only cleaned up the physical room, but I've also cleaned up the room that I have defined how I'm going to teach. So it's a good thing. It's a very good thing. And this is something that I've been working on for about 6 months now. I've said this before. This feels like I finally got the path started to open a little bit, and I want it to open more. So appreciate you being here this morning. Appreciate you listening to my update. Let's practice. Feet about shoulder width apart. First set, ladies, right hand on the outside, gentlemen, left hand on the outside. Lower Tantian, middle Tantian. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3 more times. And breathe in one more time. And separate. Press down along both sides. Raise up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels just a little bit and drop. Breathe in. Palms up. Breathe out. Palms down. Bend the knees. And breathe in. I need to adjust my foot here. Yeah, there we go. That's better. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pushing the mountain. Breathe in. Breathe out. Cat coming to help. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. down along both sides, press down, and drop. Breathe in, palms up, breathe out, and down. Breathe in, up along both sides, breathe out. And raise up, and down. Again, up along both sides, down to the knees, arms reach out, and down. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. 3 more times. Last one. Palms up. Press down along both sides. Raise the heels slightly, pull up through the crown of the head, and drop. Breathe in. Breathe out. Turn. And down. Center. Down. Turn. Up. Sink. And come center. Again. Turn. And down. Center. Sink, turn, up, and down. Center, both hands pressed down. I'm going to pause for just a minute. I'm going to turn around and we're going to finish the other 4 in this set together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Turn left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2. 3. 4. 'Center, breathe out, sink, breathe in one more time, hands down along both sides, pull up, and drop. Stay there. Alright, so with these sets, I'm doing each one 6 times. What I want to accomplish, among other things, besides directing the chi, besides So is to develop this rhythm so that as I'm practicing, I decide in advance what I'm going to practice. Yeah, maybe today I'm not feeling so good, so I don't want to practice this one thing, but I am going to practice this other thing, right? I'm going to practice. It's just a question of what I'm going to practice, right? So I said, all right, I'm going to practice my Qigong set, extreme emptiness, first set, and pushing the mountain. That's all I'm going to do. Okay, practice that. So once I get started, that's what I do. Right? It's not, okay, I'm going to go do that, no, I don't want to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Okay, that's got no discipline to it at all. There's no discipline to that, right? Your discipline comes with deciding, I'm going to go do this, and whatever it is you're going to go do, you do it. I've gotten up in times when I've had an injury or I've had something going on, and now I'm not going to practice today. It's not going to happen. I don't feel up to it. And there are times when you should not practice. So if you're extremely happy, if you're extremely sad, if you're very angry, don't practice. Not a good time to practice. Okay? Too much of anything is not good. It's out of balance. It's too much. Having some is good. Having not enough, no, not so good. Right? But too much, not having any, is really bad. And having too much is also bad. This is yin and yang, right? I have nothing, I'm yin. I have too much, I'm yang, right? So you want the balance in your practice. If you're feeling, I'm a little grumpy, go ahead and practice. It'll help you. You'll feel better. I don't feel good. Practice. You'll feel better. Don't practice. It won't help you. That's time to go sit and do some meditation. Figure out why you're angry and then let go of it so that you're not angry anymore, right? I heard something, and I'm talking a lot today, I know, but this is something I've been thinking about. For anything that you've got, I had heard an interview with an Inuit grandma, and I'm emotional about this because it came at a time when I needed to hear it, and it's something that I have worked on for years and years and years and years. Not being angry. I don't like being angry. Why would I? There's no point. But I found that there are times when things upset me. Okay? I care. So things upset me. This interview with this Inuit grandma, she's talking about how they didn't keep anger, and the children learned not to be angry. And the translator said, well, why? How do you do this? Being angry gets in the way of doing things that you need to do. And this is in the context of somebody who's living above the Arctic Circle. Okay? There are things you need to do to survive. So being angry about some trivial thing might mean that you don't do the work that you needed to do today so that you have the, food for tomorrow. So I heard that, and it really hit home. That if you're spending time with a particular especially with a negative emotion. Positive emotion is a different thing, but you're spending time with a negative emotion like anger, it gets in the way of doing things that you might otherwise want to do. As I've just talked about, you should not practice if you are angry. It, you will hurt yourself. Trust me. Don't do it. How do you not be angry? Well, I want to practice. Being angry gets in the way of my being able to practice. I'm going to let go of the anger. I don't want it. I want the practice. I want to keep that. It's worked really well for me for the last year and a half, so I'll share that with you today. With Qigong practice, even more important to pay attention to your state of mind. I talked about this notion of being empty, that we start with this very simple, very quiet, very uncomplicated external movement. Inside, lower Tantian, Huiyin, up the back, Mingmen, Jiaji, Huijin, by Hui, upper Tantian, Renjun, down to the middle Tantian, and back to the lower Tantian, the Qi Hai, the seat of Qi. So we're working this circle. To do this well, right? To do this exercise well, just it seems really simple. Well, I can do this. Yeah, I can do this. Yeah, that's all I'm doing. It's up and down, up and down. No, to do this exercise well, your mind has to be clear. Nothing there. This is empty, clear, nothing. Get rid of all the junk. Housekeeping. We need some housekeeping up here. Get rid of anything that is not your practice right now, this minute. One of the reasons that I talked about cleaning the room at the beginning, right? There's a mental cleaning as well as the physical cleaning. When you're in an environment that is neat for you, okay, some people may say, this is not very neat. You need to clean up these plants and you need to do something big. All right, I agree with that. I don't want to clean up any of this stuff. I like it. I cleaned up yesterday. I did good. But, all right, so there are those who would say, yeah, I'm talking about the video thing, right? Take down the pictures so you can have this blank, nice space in the background. I don't want to take down the pictures. I want to make sure that those 4 seasons are available in my studio for me to talk about as we go through some of the things that are, for me, part of what I've learned. And spring, summer, fall, winter. These 4 panels that I bought in Suzhou in 1995 have that seasonal significance to me. It's one of those concepts that to me is really important. So I'm keeping them. All right, but it's clean. Clean out your mind. Just anything that you need to do later on, put it over there on the table, set it over there on the chair, put it somewhere. It's not important for the next 5 minutes. Doesn't matter. Just 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Doesn't matter. Nothing else. 5 minutes. Breathe in. Breathe out. The only thing that matters is your breathing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look inside. Open your lungs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Open. Everything's full. Breathe out. Empty. Everything closes in. Pull in. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And separate. Breathe out. Do this again. Same set. This breathe in, breathe out, right? As you breathe in, the whole body fills. Not just, and it's not just up here, someplace over here. Whole body, everything. So when I was first learning this, one of the things that I thought about was filling a balloon. If you fill a balloon with, and you fill a balloon with water, so I say long balloon, fill it with water. The water fills a little bit, and then expands and expands and expands. This is the same concept, okay? The whole body, everything fills. As you exhale, everything closes. Right? And as I've talked about this also with the idea of your physiology, right? So it's not open here, close here, open here, close here, open. No. It's, if I use my hand to imitate what I'm trying to do inside, for each of the muscle groups that I have, I want to open as I breathe in and close to the bone as I breathe out. You have to know your physiology to be able to do this. There aren't any shortcuts. There's no shortcut. If you don't know where your muscles are and you don't know how they should fit to the bone, you can't do it. Right? Pictures. You don't have to learn all of the technical anatomy. You just have to look at the pictures. Seriously. Look at the pictures, visualize where your muscle groups are, visualize where they are, and then start to try to expand as you work them. The easiest ones to do this with are right here in the lower back, where you can control your lungs, right? Your lungs don't get controlled from up here. Your lungs are back here, right? Use these muscles to control your lungs. So as you open here, right, you can see that expand. As you close, same thing. You want that for the whole body. Which side of the cat should I be on? I'll be on this side. Feet about shoulder width apart. And to the front. Breathe in 1. Breathe out 2. Whole body. Whole body breathe. Breathe in. Open the back. Breathe out. Close. Breathe in. Open. Use your back. Open. And close. Breathe out. 3 more times. Open. And close. Open. Close. Open. Close. Last time, breathe in, open, and separate down along both sides. Drop the heels. Okay. This connection, if you will, the breath, the movement, the body, the mind, the chi, energy, spirit. We haven't talked about these yet. Something more to work on. I will see y'all next week for Wudang Qigong, Thursday and Friday, and we'll be in the new format. I'm hopeful that you're gonna like it. Thanks for coming today.